Hi Libra, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Let's do a reading for you, and we're going to use the letters today. And for those of you that are new, you don't only have to use tarot or oracle in order to find out what's going on. And the letters can really be helpful. So we're going to do that today, okay? Now I am going to fast forward so you can see, but it will also take less time. All right, I'll be right back. And I also might very well spell phonetically because there's limited letters, okay? Please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. That's an important thing to do. And you might check your other placements for a more complete picture, or if this reading doesn't resonate with you. Okay, Libra, this is what I have. Rob, bold, speed, and glint. Now, Rob can be the person whose name or nickname is Rob, but it could also be literally being robbed, robbing something. And then you have bold, speed, and glint. Let's get some tarot to see what goes with this. Okay. Six of Swords. Moving on to calmer waters. Bold, Ten of Swords. This is the end of a challenging cycle. Whoa, okay, this wants to come out. Temperance. Okay, this is balance, harmony, alchemy. Okay, now let's get one for glint. Scoot this over a little. Okay, this is the end of a challenging cycle and the beginning, of something new. I guess I'm supposed to take another card. High Priestess. Okay, you need to be in connection with your higher self. And at the bottom, you have the Star, which is a wonderful energy to get. Now I need to move it over more. I know, I'll put this underneath it. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get a few more cards, and then we'll talk about this. Alrighty. Two of Cups, unconditional love. Choices. Five of Wands, which can be challenging self-talk or competition, trying to go forward with something. Four of Wands, celebration that tends to be transformative. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Cups, which can be a surprise opportunity. All right, now what I've been feeling about this as I was creating this is some of the things that were coming to me really because of the word speed and glint, that there might be something very quick happening. That what I saw was, you know how when you're looking at something and out of the corner of your eye, you might see something else, and so you turn your head to look. Something almost that fast that is coming in, okay? And now you can even take it further and go along with it, a very bold move and rob. Okay, now let's go ahead and go through these. The Six of Swords is where you're leaving something behind to go for calmer waters. And rob, like I said, can be a person's name, nickname, or it could literally be that you felt robbed of something, or will feel robbed of something, which would fit in quite well with this. You know, something not going smoothly, where you feel like an injustice has been done. And so you're going to leave that behind to go for calmer waters where you want to be. Now, something I need to mention about the words that I create, because there are limited letters, I create the word closest to what I'm feeling. And it might not be exactly on target, it might be. And all these can be related to each other easily. But so rob might not literally mean like somebody comes into your house and robs you, okay? I just want to get that clear. It could be where you feel like you were done wrong. You know, somebody potentially took an opportunity that you should have had away, or that you spent X amount of time with somebody expecting certain results and that didn't happen, so you felt robbed of that part of your life. This is something that probably, since this is a general reading, that only you're going to know. Now, it is coupled with the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is unconditional love for another. Or I also can sometimes include, say, a goal you've had, something that you were going for or wanting to do. So what this is saying to me is that you felt robbed or feel robbed of something, and it has to do with something that you really care deeply about. But instead of staying in that energy and feeling like you've been done wrong and having resentments and angers and hurt, you are going on to greener pastures. You're just going to leave it in the dust. Okay? That's what I'm getting from this. Now here, putting an end to something. And this can be hurtful. It does not have to be. It could just be a huge sense of relief. But this is an ending that tends to be hurtful. Or there is healing that might very well need to be done, okay, because of this ending, which to me would be a chronological step from this. This, I do feel like, is something that has been very important to you, and you feel an injustice, you know, like somebody did something to you that was unfair. And this could, you know, this is unconditional love. So this could have to do with a romantic partner. It could be a family member. It could be just somebody that you truly care about. It could be, let me use an example. You spend a long time writing this book and you pour your heart and soul into it. You get it published. And then the publisher tells you, no, you can't do anything else with this. You can't write a number 2. You can't do a workbook for this because you signed this contract. You know, it could be something like that as well. But this is where you feel like an injustice has been done about something that you truly cared about. So you leave. There is hurt to deal with. Most likely, doesn't have to be, Definitely relief though. And here are choices. You have choices to make. And to me, it almost feels like this is reading right to left. But, you know, each one of these is their own little section, okay? You have choices here. You need to make the best choice or choices for you. If that means doing research, then that's what you need to do. Or using your intuition. Both of those. Using your wisdom, your knowledge. Make the best choice or choices for you. And it looks like the choice that you're going to make is going to be a bold choice, or the choice that's right is a bold choice, which is going to bring an end to a situation. Okay. Now down here, the 5 of Wands. This can be arguments, potentially competition, something that is challenging. How's that? Right? So going through this challenging energy, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad or good. It's just there's challenges there. But now here we have speed. So it's not necessarily saying you need to go fast. It can be that you need to go fast or that you are going to go fast. But the speed at which you go through this matters, whether it is slow or quick. Now, it looks like what's coming from this is balance, harmony, and alchemy. So it makes me feel like this is a challenge that's really beneficial to you. But you need to make for sure you go at the correct pace. So that could be that, since this is a general reading, you know, it could be different for everybody, but it could be that you want to make for sure that you don't miss anything. You know, and that can relate back up here to these choices, right? Make the right choice for you. Make for sure that you don't miss anything. Go at the speed that you feel is appropriate for you when it comes to this challenge. Now the outcome looks beautiful. Balance is going to come in, harmony, and the alchemy, which means you are making it happen. You are working your magic. You know, you're doing it in a way that's going to benefit you very, very well. Now here, this glint, the cards that are with it are really nice. Okay, so this glint could mean that you briefly see what you need to do, or you briefly see something and it, you know, clicks like a light bulb. Something like that, a fast moving something, or a very short term something that happens to you that gives you the insight that you need to deal with this situation. So pay attention to synchronicities that happen in your life, especially if they're the quick ones, okay? Which can happen a lot, like you look at the clock and it's a certain time. You might look up the meaning of that time if it, you know, strikes you at that moment. Now here it's saying, be in touch with your higher self. Work with your higher self, because what's going to happen is this glint of information that you're getting is going to bring in a new cycle. You're going to be getting out of this challenging cycle and having a new beginning, which is going to be a good beginning. Here, this is saying it'll be time to celebrate. Celebrate the transformation out of whatever this has been and into something new. And over here at the bottom of the decks, you have the star. So what you're wishing for is coming into your life, or can. It all depends. These are energies. It depends on your actions, right? And it could very well be a surprise. And this surprise brings me right over here to a lot of what's going on. Quick moving energy. You know, we have speed, bold, glint. So it could be something very fast. It does not have to be, but it certainly can be. And you know, surprises, at least the initial part of a surprise, is usually a really quick thing. And then, you know, you calm down and you see what's going on, etc. Like you walk in the door and there's this big surprise. You know, at first you might even jump, you know, like, ah! And then, you know, it kind of calms down. And that's the way I feel about this. Not necessarily this part, potentially this part, but for sure the rest of it, that it's going to be a surprise that's very good, unexpected, but leads to something wonderful. Okay? Now this part can be a person, or like I was talking about, you know, I told you the little story about writing a book and how you were done wrong and it was hurtful. Okay? Make for sure you make good choices that are best for you, and bring in your alchemy to make what you want in your life come to pass, what you've been wishing for. And a surprise opportunity might very well be on its way. Okay, let's see what the universe would like to share. Yeah, and I feel like these words are really kind of important in this reading. Yeah, and they all, with the exception potentially this Rob, the bold, speed, glint, to me they're together. And that might be the result of this feeling like you've been robbed. What's coming in is to make everything right again. Okay, let's see what the universe would like to share. Beautiful, you have the Empress. So, even though this is talking about really fast energy, have patience. Hard to do. It looks like the wrong that was done is really going to be made right. And the surprise might very well be the Empress energy. This is where you're in control, you're in power. It's a very strong energy. And it's where things flow to you. Abundance, happiness, joy. So whatever this is, even though it's not intended to be something good, could end up bringing you something very, very good. Okay? The Lovers. This can say a romantic relationship. You do have unconditional love here, the Two of Cups and the Lovers, so it could have something to do with a romantic relationship, but it doesn't have to. But it definitely looks like it is an important decision that you're making, okay, to create the change. Here you have the Five of Wands again. You have it right here. So this is confirmation that whatever this is a catalyst for change. And at the bottom of the deck, you have Judgment. Very nice. So this is you rising up, letting go of whatever the challenge has been, and rising up to this new cycle, this new part of your life, this new beginning, which is going to be wonderful. The Empress is a wonderful energy that's filled with a bunch of beautiful things. Love, happiness, abundance, joy. Wonderful. So you're going to be rising up and letting this go. We're getting out of it. So, your wishes are coming true. But be prepared for a surprise. Okay, let's get a charm for each one of the words. Let's get one for Rob. Okay, what this is saying to me is have faith. Yeah. Even if you've been done wrong, have faith that things will turn out in your favor. Okay, let's get one for Bold. you have a turtle. Sorry, I giggle, but some of these just are either whimsical or they attach themselves to cards that or meanings that are really unexpected. Okay, the turtle is telling you, go at the pace you need to go. Here you have speed. Remember, it's like, what speed do you go at? Here it's very bold. Here you have a turtle, and the last thing you think of is going quick, glinting, bold, you know. But this is saying, slow and steady wins the race. So what I'm getting from this actually is, if you need time to heal, take the time you need. All right? Don't try to push your way through it without processing it. Go at the speed that is right for you. Also, turtles don't, like to get into fights. They don't see any point in it. They are coupled with wisdom. So use your wisdom and go at the pace you need to go. So the wisdom definitely would fall in here for me, as well as here. But the speed, definitely go at the pace that is right for you. The turtle always wins the race, or tortoise. The hare's left behind. Okay? So when it comes to this, be bold, but go at your own pace and use your wisdom. All right, let's get one for speed. Beautiful, you have an angel. And here you have an angel. Okay, so this is, here's the healing, making choices and healing. Here is the change, the beginning of this change, working through whatever it is and going at the speed that is right for you and creating your new life. You are protected, okay? And that goes for this whole reading. You're going to be protected. You have the angels with you, all right? Beautiful. And now one for glint. What does this say? Love. It's a poem, but the only word I can really make out is love. But yeah, it's definitely a heart. So this is definitely going to be something that you are going to love. This transition out of this challenging energy and into this beautiful energy. Okay? Let's close this out with a couple of oracle cards. See what they would like to share. Alrighty, what do we have? Beautiful. It's one of the best cards in this deck. You have serendipity. You have a 4-leaf clover. Things are going to turn out beautifully. I can't think of the saying, but it's coming into my mind. It's where something that was either ill-intended or a challenge, something that was bad, flips and it ends up turning out beautifully. Can't think of the saying. If you know what it is, please post it in the comments below. But this is saying, yeah, what was a challenge was actually a catalyst for change in a beautiful way. It's bringing in good luck for you. All right, one more card here. Hope. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope. Beautiful. Yeah, so this was the challenging situation. And there are several spiritual references here. And to me, this is one of them. You have the little angel here, an angel here, an angel here, the cross here. And it's talking about your loved ones in the spiritual world, right? You have the love, the help that you need to get out of this energy and into this beautiful new energy. Keep the hope alive. Thank you so much. I really hope this helps, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.